A hotel settling with Kenneka Jenkins' family for $10 million. Judge connected to the Kenneka Jenkins and Crowne Plaza O'Hare lawsuit, which involved the tragic death of a 19-year-old woman found frozen in the suburban Chicago hotel's walk-in freezer in 2017, has revealed the amount reached in the case's settlement. Settlement finalized in August was not made public until October. While the parties involved disclosed the resolution in October, they did not reveal the specific dollar amount. Jenkins' mother, Tereasa Martin, did not want the terms of the settlement revealed and requested it remain sealed to the public, telling the court revealing the terms would compromise her family's safety. Initially, Judge Thomas Cushing denied her petition, but allowed Martin's attorney to resubmit the request in October. This week, the record was unsealed. Atlanta Black Star with the reporting. Court records show the parties involved in this case settled on $10 million, a considerable reduction from the initial $50 million sought by Martin. Breakdown of the settlement shows Martin will receive more than $3.7 million. Jenkins' half-sister, Leonore Harris, will receive $1.5 million. And brother Kenneth Lee Jenkins will receive $1.2. Funeral expenses for Jenkins' homegoing service conducted in 2017, reimbursed in the amount of $6,000. More than 1,000 people were in attendance for the memorial. Portion of this settlement was allocated to cover legal fees, approximately $3.5 million, designated for attorney fees and costs for Martin's legal representation. Settlement arriving 6 years after the young woman succumbed to hypothermia in the hotel's walk-in freezer addresses a case the family claimed was marked by security lapses. Jenkins had gone with friends to a party in a room inside the Rosemont, Illinois hotel on the evening of Friday, September 8th, 2017. At some point, the group left the ninth-floor hotel room together, but when they got to the lobby, the other young women in the group left the inebriated Jenkins there alone as they returned to the room to retrieve personal effects she had left behind. Never saw her again. Hotel security cameras later would show a disoriented Jenkins wandering around the building after her companions left her in the lobby. Around 1 a.m., September 9th, 2017, family members attempted to reach Jenkins, presuming she was in room 926 for the party. Alarmed when neither friends nor family could locate her by 2:30 a.m., they contacted authorities. At some point that morning, hotel security alerted to the girl's disappearance and failed to review the hotel video recording that would later show she went into the hotel's restaurant kitchen and eventually the freezer, where she never emerged, even though the freezer opens from the inside. According to the complaint, if someone had just monitored the cameras in the hotel, that would have saved her life, according to the Chicago Sun-Times. The lawsuit was filed in late 2018. It named the hotel its security firm and the restaurant renting the freezer. It alleged negligence on the part of the defendants and further asserted the hotel had inadequate security and a failure to conduct a proper search when she went missing. The young woman's body was discovered approximately 24 hours after her family reported her disappearance to both the hotel and the police. So I am so saddened by this, and it's proof that no amount of money this doesn't matter. How can you even enjoy it? They deserve it. It's the American way. When something such as this happens, I hear negligence all the way around, Jackson. Authorities called, they show up. I would say, well, where'd you last see her? Okay, what about these cameras? Can you take me to where you can show me the footage, right? The hotel security didn't bother to, wouldn't that be the first place you would look? It's disgusting. Do you care that little about another human being? I ask rhetorically. What's on your mind when you hear the details of this one, Jackson?
I mean, well, firstly, it's a complete tragedy. I mean, to lose, for someone to lose their life before their time, I mean, we never know when our time is, but preferably we'd like to, live through our adulthood enough to have gotten a lot of what we'd want out of the way, or at least to try, at least a chance to try. So when people lose their lives early like this, it's always a tragedy. But the way that it happened, is really, like you said, $10 million, $100 million, $1 billion, obviously isn't going to bring her back, but it's not really going to do anything substantial, although they do deserve it. I think that this highlights how important it is to pay attention in establishments like this, especially because in hotels, people are inebriated often. Whether it's alcohol or other types of drugs, people kick it and people party. But my hope is that this case can encourage other hotel chains or similar establishments to pay more attention
Mhm.
to what's going on inside of them. It's always unfortunate that we have to learn things the hard way as human beings. But I hope that something like this doesn't happen again,
Yeah.
because it certainly doesn't have to. So it's just really a sad story.
Hope they learn the lesson too. If that were your house or mine, and a woman died like that, I guarantee you we'd be held responsible. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I hope they'll change, and perhaps industry standards needs to change.